In the last episode, you were introduced to the concept of variables, and as you remember, variables have their own types. Now, we're going to explore types in depth in the next episode, but for now, I think it's time for you to do a programming challenge. In your challenge, I want you to do some math. Imagine you are working for a cargo company. You are tasked to determine the average contents of a specific container ship. It contains 300 iPads, it also contains 500 cars, and 700 game consoles. Your job is to get the average. Now, the average formula is to add all the items together and to divide by 3. Create 3 variables for each of the items, and make sure the names of those variables are meaningful. Then put the average in another variable. Finally, print the result to the console. Try it out, and if you find yourself stuck, feel free to stick around for the answer. Pause the video and give it a shot. Okay, how'd your challenge go? If you get stuck, no worries, you can just follow along with me. So here I have my program.cs open. What I'm going to do is we're going to get rid of all these lines of code here. I'm going to select them all and just delete them like so. So now we're back to our empty method, our empty main. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is store those values I gave you previously in variables. So we have 300 iPads. So what we can do here is we can create var iPads like so, and we'll set those to 300. Remember always to include your semicolons. Next, we're going to now add cars. We're going to put var cars equals 500. Then finally, we had 700 consoles. So we'll type var consoles equals 700. So those are our main values. Now I want to combine them into another variable, and I'm going to call this total items. Like so. And I'll simply add the iPads plus the cars plus the consoles. Now at this point we can get our average, and we can get the average by creating yet another variable and taking total items and dividing it by 3. Finally, we just need to print out the result. We can type CW, then tab a few times, and we can just write, let's say, the average is. And now what I can do here is I can put a plus sign after the quote and put average. And this is one way that we can add our variable to the string and simply print it out. Okay, let's see how that goes. I'm going to press debug. I'm going to click on this start without debugging. It launches and it says the average is 500. So how'd you do? Were you able to work through this problem? And are you feeling a little bit comfortable with working with C#? Well, if you got stuck, don't worry. Just follow along with me, and in time, these concepts will really start to gel.
Getting good at C# means doing programming challenges, and we have quite a few of them in our courses over at raywinderlich.com. So why don't you stop on by and say hello? We would love to see you there.